down here, so I'm like, let's go. Right, let's go. I'm not going to sit here and watch the comments and just like, I got nothing. Oh, how's the sound? I'm trying the microphone out. Hopefully the. Oh, heck. I got to get that gone. There we go. All right, so hopefully the sound is better. All right, SEX10 Pro Carbon. Yeah, I've got the carbon chassis on that. Can everybody hear me run my mouth? Is everything okay? I'm trying a microphone out to see if you guys can hear me any better than what it was before. All right, so cool. You guys can hear me. Good, good, good. All right, so excellent, excellent. Yeah, I did the live with Axial with Matt, and it was kind of crazy. Hopefully, the sound is better because I got a little microphone here. So, doo doo doo. All right, so good. All right. All right, so let me see here. Let me get back in here. Brian Morrison, Paul King, Clayton, what's up? The topics for tonight. Well, the biggest thing is the 23rd. I can't wait to get up there, guys. I was actually contacted by Cherokee Rock Village about that, and they asked if they had more time they could have helped promote it. And I'm like, well, it was a spur of the moment thing that came up on the live stream, so it just kind of happened, you know. But if the if this 23rd works out good, if we get a good showing for the next time, maybe the end of next year or maybe a springtime something or another, depending on how everything goes, I'll try to get with different sponsors and have a bunch of giveaways to try to go with it if the 23rd works out. All right, so Mr. Tyler Lang, what's up? Mir, what's up? John, it's got an eBay for a B4E now because everyone wants to sell it to get the B41. Well, yeah, all the racers, they tend to move to the newest and greatest everything, right? Oh, the new body for the SEX Pro. Yeah, I saw that. You're talking about the one from J Concepts? I saw that. Yeah, that's a sweet looking body too. Good crawl between here and you. Where is Dothan, Alabama at? I'm not sure where Dothan is, but Cherokee Rock Village is in Leesburg. So I'm not sure where that is, and I'll be there on the 23rd. If you've never been to Cherokee Rock Village, Brandon, you need to go. Needle Juice, what's up? Justin Rose, how's my XRT? Doing just fine. I meant to drive it today, but ended up getting a lot of other stuff that I want to go bash in the cleanest mud pit on the planet. Crawler Tracks, what's up, buddy? Cherry Pit, lose everything. Works out. I'm in a group in Arkansas. The doors crawling, getting touched with it. The doors crawling, getting touched with us. Okay. Sound static a little bit. All right. Is it better if I'm back a little bit like this? Like if I have it a little bit far away from me because it is kind of down a little bit. That does axial for one. Okay, I haven't seen the axial body yet. I saw the new J Concepts body. Axial bomber. I don't want a bomber. Haven't messed with the thing too much there. Building shocks from a VRD as this plays all right. Marcus, good deal. If the YouTube revenue slowed down, would you work in a hobby shop? Well, probably. I think it will be interesting, but hopefully it doesn't slow down. Discovery RC, what's up, buddy? So, so there's a new axial bomber out. Can you do a build on a Traxxas TRX4 Blazer? I don't have a Blazer. I don't really, I mean, it's just a TRX4, so everything you see everybody else doing as far as all your axle stuff, whatever that, it fits yours. I mean, everything fits that perfectly fine. What's the system? How's it going? What's up, Stomping? Olivia, hi from France. What's up? Oh, uh, I XO 102 count crawler best server of my BX system. Okay. I have a similar addiction. We eat here on Tuesday. Yeah, we do. Did you guys see my latest Rafale? I've got this little granite right here, the Grom. I've got the Vidavon stuff on it. The videos come out tomorrow. If this Rafale does good, okay, if this does good, then I'm going to do more RTRs with mods on the channel as for raffle and all that. So if this one right here does good, everything that comes off of this right here will be reinvested into the next one and just try to slowly build up and build up to where I can be like Mr. Kevin Talbot and start raffling off some X-Maxes. That's where I want to end up. I just can't swing that and just go with it. I mean, I could raffle off one of my trucks here, but I kind of want to keep them, you know? It would be an insane raffle to try to get rid of that 12S right there. And then I know somebody would win it like in somebody would win it in a country where there's zero track support. They would win the thing, I'd ship it there, and they'd have no way to enjoy it. That would be my issue. Marie, how's it going? I'm from France, everybody. In the middle of building a Dirty South chassis, hoping it will hang with the VRD. The Dirty South can hang with it, but I mean, like just out of the box, build it by the kit specs. The VRD is just so hard to beat. It really is. Andrew Suri, what's up? Why do you think A-Main doesn't sell raw 800 LPs? Buddy, I have no idea why A-Main doesn't have those. Don't know. Anything happening at the Exoplex for New Year's? Yes. A lot, especially on the 30th and 31st. It's a big 2-day event with camping and all that. I'm going to have movies playing out there. We're going to light up the tracks as best I can. I got in contact with a guy today. I think he's going to set me up with some big LED lights to really light that place up. So if he can come through with those, then we're going to light it up, and we're going to have us a great time Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday night obviously is the 31st, so we're all going to watch some fireworks somewhere. I am. But I have no idea why they're not selling the raw 800 LPs. The backlog of videos looking for your capper builds. What's the best motor, in my opinion, for a capper four-wheel steer? Jason, the best motor, in my opinion, back in the day was the shorter 2300 kV axe because it fit and bolted right in, drove great. Brandon Seals, do I fly RC? I have 2 planes. Yes, I have a couple drones as well. It's been a long time since I've flown, though, and I really need to. New Chrome. Thank you, Chainsaw. I appreciate that. Red Knives, what's up? Yeah, what Chainsaw's talking about is when I put links in the description for A-Main, Horizon, eBay, Amazon, Tower, they're affiliate links. So it changes nothing on your end except how you get to the website. And that commission really helps me be able to do all this stuff. So it's a big deal, you know, for the small YouTuber like me. For the big YouTubers that get millions and millions of views, the affiliates isn't really that big of a deal, I don't think. But I'm not there yet, so I can't comment firsthand. Maybe one day. I'm hoping next year with your help, maybe I can get up to 100,000 subs on the channel. That would be nice, but it's looking at, was it 30? I would need 34,000 subs between now and like end of next year, which will be phenomenal to hit 100K. It really would be, man. Maybe I'll get lucky and finally get a viral, because I've never had a viral video. Any setup advice for a TRX4 snowplow? Maybe put some of the tracks on it, like the deep groove track, so it can push. I guess. I don't know. I don't have snow here in Florida. So, did I get the new concrete? There is new concrete out there at the Exoplex. I'm going to start messing with it tomorrow, kind of moving it around, stacking it. I've got to use the tractor. Some of the pieces are kind of large, but just try to start the stack going in. He can bring me like a load every other day if I want, but I'm going to try to go for like a load of it about once every, maybe 2 loads a week, maybe, so I can actually manage what I've got. and then be ready for the next setup. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just overloaded, because the new rock crawl course I do not want like my other ones. This one I want built like, oh, like a wall. You know, once you're up on it, you're up on the thing. About maybe chest high, about maybe 3 foot high is what I'm wanting. So I don't really want it to be a mound, you know, like that. I want to have it set where you can walk right beside it, just like the new roller coaster obstacle. I love that thing. That thing worked out great, and Paul helped out so much on that. In fact, on the course where you got the little bridge thing come out and the little teeter-totter thing that pops down like that was Paul's idea. So, yeah, Paul King, that was his idea on that one. RC8X, yes sir. XO is better than Talbot. He is too trigger happy for me. Man, Brandon, I'm telling you, if you want to see a durability test, if Kevin has it, you're going to get a real durability test. Me, I try the durability test, but I don't try to break anything. I don't have the budget for it. But I do try to test them out. So I do what I can, but I'm not out to actually try to break anything, except for that clone TRX4. Man, it took me like 5 videos to break that thing, and I tried. That thing was awesome for 200 bucks. Best Traxxas sledge servo replacement. Reese Raw 500 is what I run in mine, but like the Power Hobby 729 is also good. Shifts has some great servos for it as well. So just check into all those. Once you get up into $80+ a servo, and it sounds weird, but once you get into that level of servo, you're not going to want to go back. They are really awesome. Don't I have contacts with Techno? Olivia, I don't have any contacts with Techno. I would love to get a brand new Techno Truggy and Techno Buggy, but I just don't have it to throw out there when I have a 0.2, and they have like what 2.1 now. I have a ET48.3, but they got a new ET48.2 or something like that. So, and for my track, it really doesn't matter. My track isn't. It's just a sandy bump track is all it is. Sandy basher track. Oh yeah, Clayton talked me into having to get a tattoo if I hit 100,000 subs, which means I would have to actually get a tattoo. I don't have any tattoos. So if I did get a tattoo, it would have to be that. And I'd have to make 100,000 subs to make it there. And I can't get that on my own. I need everybody's help for that one. Now I talk about the MT410 2.0. Has made a pity test. Such a shame. Dude, the MT410 2.0, I have a buddy with the MT410. And dude, it's the Truggy on a shorter chassis. And they are really nice trucks. I have the ET48, but I mean, I don't have a need for the short wheelbase basher truck. But yeah, Techno makes some incredible vehicles. They really do. When you put a Techno together, it's almost like building a work of art, if that makes any sense. In the crawler world, it will be the same as the SEX Pro and the VRD. So both of those kits are absolutely amazing. The Techno kits I've put together are amazing. Literally, it's like a work of art. It really is. Let me see here. Just got an EXO tattoo. Joe got it. Joe get it. I will not get an EXO tattoo until I reach 100K. My Zoku Base Camp Builders kit with the Ecto body, just one over my VRD and ascending an obstacle. Servo on chassis, 10-2 straight axle, 10-3 straight axle. Now, I like the straight axles. So, your Zoku Base Camp actually made a climb that the VRD did not do. Is that because of tires or what? Did the internal gear on the TRX4 clone match the TRX4? Yes, Red Nice. Dude, they matched it. They matched this thing up like you wouldn't believe. I believe every gearing, every ratio. Now, granted, in the clone, they were plastic, as where the TRX4 is metal. But, dude, you guys saw, if you saw the videos, you know what it took. It took stupid air with the Monster Jam tires on it to make it brake. And that was because of leverages. Brandon, 555 versus Raw 500. The 555 is a slow powerhouse of a servo. I would put like a 555 on the rear and do the 500 on the front. However, I do got to say the 555 is a dated design by today's standards. You got like the 777, the 888. Now, granted, those are direct power servos. That's where the 555 is plug and play. But in my opinion, it is a dated tattoo. Or I saw a Clayton tattoo down there. It is a dated servo. The 2.0 MT is a true 110 now. Really? So they didn't just shorten up a 1/8 and put a 110 body on it? Jeeper, what's up, buddy? Dude, yeah, the trucks and obstacles, yeah, that was pretty cool driving each one like that. Some of them only drove for what, 30 seconds, and some of them took a little bit more. I have a video up for channel members. I believe you probably already seen it, where I took the VRD and I took on all 24 obstacles with a single 850 milliamp 4S battery with a Holmes Hobby system in it, and I still had like 60% battery left over. And I also did the elevated woods course or the roller coaster. How long did it take me to hit 60K? Forever. Took me quite a while to make it, buddy. So I doubt I'm going to make 100 this coming year unless something just crazy goes off, you know? Axial Pro kit, but it's out of my price range to build. I understand that. The Pro and the VRD, buddy, $430. It's a bunch of money for a slider, but man, they're awesome. It's not as long as the buggy 2.1 Techno 12mm hubs, etc. They put 12mm hubs on it, and I do not like 12mm hubs for a basher. I like the 17. Yeah, apparently I haven't seen all the details on that, Oliver. What's up, Michael? Fusion SE 1800 with Reese 500 on 3S. Do I run 6.0 or 7.4? You run it on 7.4. Hopefully your receiver can take high voltage as well. Just watch it. All right, cool, Jeeper. Yeah. Remember, we'll be here tomorrow. It will be born as a 72 Suburban. What drivetrain do you think you'll get? A 7. You're going to do a 72 Suburban like a scale truck on the VRD chassis and all that. You might want to look at if you're doing like scale driving. They come with a 37% overdrive, so you might want to see about swapping that out and reducing that if you want to do trail driving with it. If not, you're going to be dragging a lot. Like when I go to Cherokee Rock Village, my trail truck 110 truck is going to be the Axial Pro. That's because you can do a 1-to-1 in it, as in no overdrive, so it's really efficient for getting around the trails. When it comes to like the heavy duty rocks, I'm running the VRD. 37% is amazing on that. And I'm trail driving with it. If not, you're gonna be dragging a lot. Why is this thing going off now? And but I'm also taking the SCX 6x6, and that particular one, I changed the overdrive on that one. It's got the portal so I can flip the gear. 1719, that's your underdrive, or 1917. I had the 1917 up front, 1719 in the rear. I put the 1719 up front. This way everything is geared down, so when we're on the trails, it'll drive longer and not drag the back end so much. Gotta help the channel grow. Sharing is caring. Red and I, share it, buddy. Share it. I would love to hit that 100K by the end of next year. Oliver G, buddy, tell me about it. I try to never even estimate what I have in RCs because it's really kind of shameful. When I tell you guys I have more RCs than anybody should ever have, I'm telling the truth. Yeah. That's a killer rig, yes. What would your preferred milliamp battery be for long run time for one truck? Longest run time for one truck, you're talking like a long trail. I kind of think, and I may be wrong on this, but the absolute biggest milliamp 2S you can fit versus the biggest 3S. So 3S, you got 3 cells, so you're going to end up with less milliamps on 3S. But they say higher voltage is more efficient. I'm kind of still leaning towards like, the biggest 2S that you can fit. If you can fit a massive 3S, do that as well. But yeah, for the longest run time, yeah. When it comes to competition, shoot, man, I run 450, 650, or 850 milliamp batteries. Simple as that. CJ, we change everything. Went well. Then Actor comes out with a CJ. Just so I agree. Man, that CJ, it is nice, man. I'm telling you. I mean, it's just a standard 10-3 straight axle, like what the Bronco was, but it's all in the body. It's all in the body, let me tell you. Yeah, now, bouncing, I believe you can change, you're talking about overdrive gears. I believe you can do the ring and pinions on there, but I believe you can also change the rear portal gears. I believe you can put a faster rear portal gear in there, and that would help reduce it. I mean, I believe you can. I haven't actually tried it, but I believe you can. So they can have a better one. Kobe, ever tried NSDRC budget servo? I've never had an NSDRC. 45 RC trucks in 2 years. I'm with you, Oliver. I remember when I had 45. I was like, man, I'm almost at 50. I don't even know what I'm at now, but I do want to show you guys this, though. The video didn't do very well, but I thought the vehicle handled exceptionally well. Exceptional enough for me to do mods to it. Do you guys recall when I showed the little 110 buggy? The HSP brush buggy. Hopefully you guys saw the video, but this buggy handles really, it has a nice rotation to it and everything. So what I have done is this got a Hollywing 5400 kV system in it with an 80 amp ESC. And to make all that fit, because it's really tight in that little area, I actually had to change the servo. I wasn't planning on it, but I did. And it's got it's got a Reese 299 in this thing. So all the electronics are changed out on this. It's still 2S. I have no need to put 3S on it. But this little dude right here handles like a dream. Little 110 buggy, all plastic and all that stuff, but it really handles well. I mean, for me to put all this into it, yeah. I'm thinking we'll have to see how it works out, but I got my hopes up for it. Now, the one thing about it is the ring and pinion on it is 48 pitch, and when I opened it up, it was real dusty inside. So whether or not that is going to survive on my sandy track, I don't know. But it should be fun, at least until it does, right? Until it goes. But anyways, yeah, this is a really nice little car, for real. When I was racing 110 buggy, it was the Losi 22.4 or the 204, something like that, the little four-wheel drive buggy. I tell you what, this thing here's got to be close to it. This thing is awesome. Really happy with that. And at the pin post is the raffle for this right here. And for everybody on here now that wasn't on here before, if this raffle right here goes well, I'm going to check everything I get off of this and dump right into the next higher up vehicle. I want to do a, I'd like to do the, one of these. I like to do a Gorgon. These things are awesome. And then I get the Gorgon, I put brushless in it, I make it into something more, and then whoever wins it, wins it. So, but I would like to move up into X-Maxes or XRTs, stuff like that with mods. But it all depends on the little Grom. And I picked this up from the local hobby shop, RC Outlet here in Florida. So I was in there. He said, hey, have you seen these little guys? I'm like, man, people talk all about the Grom. A lot of talk about it. People love it, this and that. So I picked it up. I went in for paint and ended up buying this right here. And I've already got Vidavon mods on it. So that will go to a owner eventually. In fact, the drawing for that is going to be on the 25th. So for Christmas, somebody's going to win that. No idea. And the way the raffle thing works is when the raffle is over, it verifies all the entries, and then I get an email telling me back who won. I don't get to push the button to say, hey, let's run it. I don't get to do any of that. It's all done for me. I have zero say on any of that stuff, man. And I know some of guys, when you try to do that for the first time, it locks things up. You got to call your bank, so it's kind of an issue. But when I do mine, when I buy my raffle tickets, because I also buy raffle tickets, I do. I have tried to win a few of Kevin's vehicles. Never happens, but if it ever does, you'll see it here. But yeah, I just use my Apple Pay. It works like a charm. I can buy tickets. And tickets are like, I set them up like 90 cent GDP or GRP or PRG, whatever they are in UK. So it's like $1.13, $1.15 a ticket. So cheap tickets. Buy 5, get 5. Buy 10, get 10. Buy 20, get 20. Buy 75, get 100. So you get 175 tickets. But I mean, honestly, if you're going to spend $75 or get 75 tickets, which could be like about $100, I guess, once all the conversion's over, just go buy the truck. That way you know you'll have it. If not, you're buying a chance for almost as much as the truck costs. But it's an option. Just letting you guys know. All right, let me see here. Rob Cunnant, what's up? I personally been running the small 2023 on air roughly an hour and a half. Glenn Stauffenberg, yep. If your vehicle is efficient, then absolutely, man. That 2200 will run more than I want to walk. Handle well is a great sensation. 22X4 Elite is insane now. And yeah, that 22X4. I think mine was like the first version of that or something. And it was phenomenal. I got to be honest with you. But it wouldn't surprise me if this wouldn't hang with the older version. It's that good. Now, does this have the durability? Have the parts support? I doubt it. But tear up that spur gear. I got the punch turned down to 2, by the way, to try to keep that thing alive. We'll see. Welding a truss for Dana 44s. Might just roll it into Axial CJ. Man, I haven't done a truss for a real axle in a long time. The last time I did it was for a 14 bolt. I also did a 4-link for a Dana 60 front, and it was another truss that I built for another Dana 60 rear, I believe it was. It was for an old Jeep Scrambler. That was a long time ago, me doing all that kind of welding. My favorite limited edition servo that Reefs has done so far, probably the USTE one. Now, I've got all my limited edition Reefs servos. Y'all want to see them? They even have the little display. I go grab it. It's just outside the room there. You just haven't bought enough raffle tickets. You're right. I'll only spend like $10 per raffle. The CJ7 is an absolute wonderful Jeep. Definitely scale drive. I want to get, yes, Clayton has 40 tickets. Yes, he does. The thing about the CJ7 is drive it like a scale vehicle, and you're much better off with that thing. Can I turn up the volume? Is it low? I've got the microphone right here. It's looking like it's picking up pretty good on the little road thing. Is that better? I got it a little bit closer here. Must be on your end. Okay. I almost missed the live and enjoying your Cherokee Rockville. I'm going back to Cherokee on the 23rd. So if you're in the Leesburg, Alabama, or Georgia, Alabama, I got the meet and greet event, which I'm calling just scale, crawl, and drive thing. I didn't really think it's a meet and greet. I mean, there's nothing special here. It's just I'm gonna be there driving stuff and talking with you guys. So But anyway, yeah, that's on the 23rd. 23, man, I remember when you guys got cheap batteries. Don't you think it'll be more difficult in a few years to buy RC cars due to the world situation? Oliver, buddy, if things don't change, it's going to be a lot harder to buy everything. Believe me. It's got to change at the top because I'm. All right, we'll get back to RC. Let's see the servos. All right, you want to see the servos, huh? I'm going to hide, yeah, the pink Raw 500 in the collection. I don't think I have that one. Let me go get them. Hold on. Be right back, gentlemen. Let me see. Oh, I do have it. Not sure if you can hear me run my mouth or not that far away, but I've even got the display. Reeves hooked me up with the display on this thing. Here they are. Let me see. Now I've got. Thought I had a different one, but those are my Reeves collection. This is my Reeves collection right here. So yeah, check that out. Right. The ASD one, the pink one, the Trail Edition UST. I got two Trail Edition USTs. Got the gold Raw 500. The Charlie, Operation 11 Charlie right there. So I've got two UST. Oh, one's the Raw 400, one's the 500. Yeah, nice. I've got another servo somewhere though. You got to find it. I think I got two of the gold Raw 500s though. Two of them. Raw 500. Show the servo. When you keep saying CJ, not paying and talking to me. Oh, CJ. What size figure fits in the drive? I don't know. I've been tempted, Chris. I've been tempted to get one of those 3D scanners so I can scan my head and try to scale something in there. I could probably like figure myself out to fit in there somehow. It will be on a skinny body though. If I could do that, man, I'd probably put them on the website. What do you suggest for the first upgrade to buy for Red Cat Ascent? Your first upgrade for that will be brass portal weights. Go ahead and get you some weight down low. Otherwise, drive it. Winter Series this Sunday. Yeah, I hope weather's good, man. Bouncing noise. You are correct. South Florida, what's up? Smash that like button. Nice servos I have on. All the servos I have just are broken. Yeah. What's up, Joe Girding? Make my hotel for Cotton's event in February. Yeah, see, Cotton's is about maybe an hour and a half from me, and it's in February, so I'm not too worried about, a hotel or anything. Not too worried about that. Servo Spice Rack. That basically kind of is. Watching the AMD tweet made. I'm currently EU custom. Oh man, yeah. Oh, I got my motors and stuff from Hobbywing in today. So I can now do the dual motor setup on the 797 or something like that. The speed car. And I'm probably going to just give the car, the motor combos and everything to my buddy, Gary at Viking RC. And just let him put it all together for me. Because he's much more of a speed guy than I am. So when we go to actually do the video on the drive of that, more than likely I'll have him driving the car. I trust him a lot more than me one-handed trying to run 100 miles an hour while recording. That would be quite the challenge though, wouldn't it? 100 miles an hour, one-handed, recording, and actually get it. That would be awesome. I got a feeling this thing's going to catch air. I got a feeling it's going to come up, and we'll be lucky to get 2 runs out of it, I think. Like a practice pass, we'll get that just for dialing in whatever he needs to do. And then we're going to hit it. And if it gets 100, I'm totally happy with that. I can say I've got a 100-mile-an-hour car. But, yeah, what's on the box behind me? You're talking about that? That is Superlight SV1. Look apart river with Ascent a few weeks ago. Man, the Ascent is the dude for $300. You're not beating that anywhere. Just you're not going to beat it anywhere. I think it's awesome, man. Oh, I got you there, buddy. 1/5. What's up? Can the portal axle on a T-Rex be changed out to straight axles? There is a kit to take the portals off. I think SSD makes the kit for that. Now, the thing about it is, if you take the portals off to straight axle it, you keep the selectable diffs, which is wonderful, but the axle shafts, at least the stock axle shafts, are only 3.2 millimeters in diameter. The top shafts. So typically you'll build like a class 1 or a Barbie truck, not Barbie truck, a dollhouse truck. So they work perfectly for that. But that's the only kit that I know of that does, and I believe it's SSD. Bulldog 6, what's up? So, what's up? What a bad. You want to build a Rat Rod 110? Well, did you see RC every day? He was selling those chassis, man. Absolutely beautiful, man. We were doing 140 on our Larlo 790. They're doing 140 on that thing? Jeez, mine is going to get a set of Hobby Wing G2 ESCs, 5400 kV motors, but I just want to keep it on 2S. I don't want to go pushing 3S, so that's why I want the 5400 kV motor. Actually, it's the same system that's in here. So this is a 5400 kV Hobby Wing setup with the 80 amp ESC. Now, I want the 80 amp ESCs because they're actually a little bit smaller, but 140 amps would probably been the better choice to really go on it. So do I really have 4K in the Carbon UDR? Good question. Dude, the body is about $400. Just the body, okay? Then you have the vehicle itself. It's got a TP 2200 kV motor. At that time, I want to say it was around $170 to $180 for that. Got a Max 6 ESC. I believe it has a cheaper Power Hobby servo, but it's got everything Vidavon on it. I mean, the front bulkhead, the chassis, the rear axle housing. It's got Vidavon inside the transmissions, the planetaries, all that stuff. So it's got to be right there, if not a little bit over. There is a lot of parts and pieces, Vidavon, everything on there. So it's got to be right there. I mean, for real. Endos, it needs a 3-foot wheelie bar. Endos. I need to find out what they're doing to it to make it do 140. As in, like, keeping it on the ground. Do you really have 4K? Do you ever use those hand cleaner wipes on the top shelf? No, but hang on for a second. I even got one hanging out. Oh my God. That's a really good question. Let's see if this has any juice left in it. No. No. I can smell orange. Ha! They're still good, dudes. So, Clayton, yes, I do use them all the time. And as a matter of fact, I'm using one right now. They actually work. Woo! Dude. I think it went rotten. I don't know. Yeah. I guess it's orangey. Jeez. That might not have been such a good thing. All right. Well, anyway. What do you use for carrying all the stuff needed when you go into an event? I use, like the stuff like, I just take exactly what I need for whatever I'm at the event. Otherwise, I'm hauling everything in my Hyundai. Does a speed car have an under tray? I believe so. Want me to go get it? It's right outside the room. I'm on it, Joe. Stoked for this project. Like Enjoy. I had some brass portal covers. Usually the brass stuff is okay. Yes, you're good to go. Used Enjoy with great success. Some other carbon body. One, no, I believe he only made 50 of those. He may still have some in stock, but you have to go to like vidavonracing.cn to try to get that. I want to say they were 350 the last time I looked at them, but shipping for that body could be a little bit on the rough side. If I'm at 140 mile on 3S for the 787, speedrunners keep the rear suspension solid so that bumps in the road don't cause the nose to raise and flip over. I'm old and my hearing is not so good anymore. Turn up your volume, buddy. Any chance we see a deluxe Nessie review at the Exoplex? Not right now. Better than smelling like dirty taco. You mean fish? Let me go get the car. Oh boy, shouldn't have said fish. All right. Anyways, this is the car right here. Yeah, AK787 right here. I don't believe I've crashed it yet. I've already got the ESC out of it because I wanted to try to test fit something, but this is the bottom of it right here. Very nice car. Hopefully this helps. But the kit is set up. You can see the chassis right here with the slots on it. Put the batteries here and here, and then dual motors, the ESCs go right there. So it'll probably get a GT5, possibly the 8X, I'm not sure. But it should be good. I'm going to have to come up with some foam tires. I doubt these tires will take the abuse, but we'll have to see. I'm going to give it to Viking RC. Hopefully he'll do a build video on this. So if he does, I'll share it in like a community post so you guys can see and put everything in here. Viking RC, he's my buddy, and he's trying his best to get his channel up. So I told him, take this car, do the build up, video it, edit it, put together a nice video, and we'll see if we can promote it for him a little bit, you know. So when I go out there to get the video for this, I will be working with him again. So you'll see video of this on Exocaged and Viking RC. And see, the RC8X, I do believe has the better range. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I mean, it's kind of a bright body. So hopefully we'll be able to see it. Now, the wing on this, you can adjust it with the radio. I'm assuming, now I'm not a speedrun guy, I'm assuming you would turn the wing down like that when you're trying to really go fast, because up like that would just simply pull the front up, right? You brought the wind up this way, it'll do this, so you got to turn this down like that. I'm assuming. Got to be. So we'll see how all that works out. All right, let me see here. Deluxe Tennessee. Good evening. New KLR comp spec tires. Which direction you running them? I haven't seen those tires, but chances are, like with the KLRs that I had previously, the thing is in the it's in the compound. So when you go with a really soft tire, unless the tire blocks are really large, the tire blocks are simply going to fall over. So when they fall over, all you have is the compound of the tire itself doing the work. If you have a stiff tire, like say you run sand, you don't want the legs to fall over. If you're running mud, you don't want the lugs to fall over. You want them to stay up. But if you're comp crawling, typically speaking, the lugs fall over and you're left with the compound of the tire. Now, Ot6 does have some really good sticky compounds. They really do. So just keep that in mind. But I think the most important part of that is going to be what you put inside of the tires. We're talking the inserts or two-stage foams, and you got to have them set up right so everything works. And that's going to take some tuning on your part on that one. I don't know what to tell you on how to set that up, okay? Let's see, RC8X. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that too. Yeah, okay. 1,900 meters. Now, Gary's a lot younger than me. He's about 10 12 years younger. He has better eyes. So I'm going to take my ladder out there, or he can stand in the back of his truck, and Gary will be doing the driving. Just so you know. Flatwing is fast. That's what I thought, Gridnack. Yeah. I'm actually, while sitting here doing wiring, what's your least favorite part to doing this hobby? The least favorite part is repairs. I do not like to repair something. But if I can repair it and modify it, that makes things a lot better. So if it's a modification repair, like if I break a spur gear, but I can put a better spur gear in it, at that point I'm okay. Just repairing a stock part with another stock part is meh. Now the Vanquish VXT2s, I've got a set of Vanquish VXT2s on my Rock Pirates truck, and they broke in and they were horrible. Now I recently have another set of VXT2s. I think they changed the compound or something, because these are way better than the original set. When the VXT2s first came out, you guys were telling me on one of my live streams, I'm like, okay, so I ordered a set off of A-Main. I got them in, and man, they were sticky good, but as they broke in, they just progressively get worse and worse. But these new set that I've got, you guys will see these eventually, they are sticking like champs. They really are. Mazda 7 kicked on the PlayStation. New version is kind of directional, not just the triangles. I appreciate the info putting a 3BRC 2-stage in them. I'm okay with tuning. Just thought you had them. Well, I think I do have the newer versions. I think I do. I can't do anything with them though right now. Building shocks with Eclipse. Oh man. Marcus, you are correct. Those Eclipse, they can be a pain. I was building I've actually got a Sterling engine I was building, and I was putting one of the Eclipse on the camshaft, and the clip popped off. And dude, I kid you not, it landed right here on my hand. And it's all on video too. Whenever that video gets up, it lands right. I'm like, no way. So that was the first and last time that's ever going to happen. What's up? Have you messed with any IFS crawlers? I had the Element, the first one, the Trail Runner with the IFS, and really didn't like it. Now the newer one has a much better design, more clearance and all down on the bottom arm and all that, but I just really don't want that truck. Don't need it. Any plans for the 313 build? Yeah, it's just simply looking nice. That's about it. Where's the kid? Pop off the gun. What's up, Guam Basher? Hello, RC. Hello, folks. You could connect the wing to a gyro if you want the same way you would connect ProMoto mono control. I'm just thinking about just turning the wing down. And it wouldn't bother me to put a skid on the back of that thing, but however it's set up, I'm going to leave it up to Viking RC. If he can get this thing to 100, I'm totally fine with that. But I want to do it with 2S batteries. Just simple 2S batteries, nothing special. All gearing and dual motors. Guam Basher, thank you, man. That's the new roller coaster we built. That full thing is elevated, man. It is so nice. Hopefully all you guys are following me on Facebook, where I've been posting different clips and stuff like that. I also posted the walkthrough at night of the roller coaster area all lit up. That one's doing great on TikTok and Instagram. So I'm happy with all that. They have going brushes with the Fusion Pro. Dude, do it. The Fusion Pro 2300 is amazing. Do it, Michael. I'm going to incorporate a carrier bearing in my next crawler build. You have any deal? No, but it's actually pretty simple. If you get a 5mm shaft and you pop some holes in it for the pins, you can literally build your own carrier bearing. And then just put a drive shaft here, and the drive shafts will keep it centered on the bearing. Use two like 5x11 by 4 bearings. Simple, easy. There are probably files from Thingiverse that you can print one. So yeah, but what you can do with that is you can like run it from the transmission up into the chassis, like with them bent links. But you don't want the drive shaft to hit. Turn that rear axle up. You can run your drive shaft up and over and get to it to get more belly clearance. Keeping the Blitz RC, keeping the front down, that's always the most important thing when it comes to speed runs, isn't it? All I ever see and just bloop, when they go up, that is it, man. Oh, I didn't know that about the IFS too. I know it's got more clearance, but it's sloppier than the Baja Ray. Oh, that ain't no good. I did not realize that, Marcus. I'm glad I stayed away from that truck then. Inserts and order some 3D foams. Nice, Guam. Heck yeah. Best roller coaster at Wally World. What's the best in your opinion? New K4 Creighton 4S or Creighton 6S? Dude, get the 6S. Get the 6S, buddy. The Creighton 4S is good. It's fun. It's agile. But the Creighton 6S is just so much better. So I guess the GX Servo Hobby are the makers of YL Pin Servo as well. They continue to blow my mind for what you get from. I still have not had a chance to even mess with any GX. And I was screaming after building the VRD shocks. Man, I tell you, when it comes to shocks and all that stuff, what I'll do when it comes to like the Eclipse, like you may see the piston of one shock and the Eclipse of the third shock, because I got to video all that, but I don't want to video my clips flying all over the place and me hunting with magnets and stuff. So I just use the clips where it shows it, where I clip them on like I knew what I was doing. You know, like click, boom, done. Simple and easy, right? Not saying that it took me 20 tries to get that clip. That's just kind of the way it goes, you know. And believe me, I know you guys are going to say, oh man, can you do an unedited video? Well, some of the channel members have seen unedited videos, and you really don't want unedited videos, man. I'm telling you, you want a video that's edited. If not, you either end up with so much nonsense, so much stuff you just really don't see, like the dirt when you forget to stop the camera or something like that. It's just so much nonsense that you really want the video edited. Believe me, editing is such a big thing. And it's also my unedited video. Yeah, I'll mess up and forget to edit stuff out. Those my unedited videos. But really, you want it videoed. You want it edited. Do a live shock build. No, sir, I don't want to do a live shock build. I really don't. I have an E-clip tool. My E-clip tool is usually just a pair of pliers. It's either like, well, they're up here somewhere, but I use a pair of pliers. Sometimes, like with a shock shaft, I'll put the E-clip on there and it'll stick. I'll put it, this piece of aluminum is awesome. I mean, I use this thing for all kinds of stuff. I'll put it on here and just kind of push the shaft down and pop it on. Like when I do the rod ends, you know? Like you have a rod end right here, you go pop it on. This is just a scrap cut piece of aluminum that I got from where I used to work. So weird to say that. You know, I've been doing this full time for over 6 months. Over 6 months. That's crazy. Crazy. Huh. Very crazy. Did you know how to make tires more sticky? Tricks and tips. Guam, I just use dish soap and wash them. Let them dry. I even have an E-clip telling you. Doing a last shot. What's up, everyone? Ashley Connolly, what's up? What's the status on the Bouncinator? Oh, you're talking about the Ram Bouncer? I'm picking up the chassis on the 26. 3 of them. 3 of these things. Mine is going to be kind of loosely put together. I don't have all the spacers. Primal didn't have the little conical washers that go on them things. So I don't have those. So when I put it together, it's just going to be, well, at the 30th and 31st, the No Man Left Behind event, it's going to be here. Mine is going to be green, so it matches my Rift and it matches my SCX6, so they'll all match. I'm looking for the pictures that he sent me of it, in which, if you're on the channel, you already saw the pictures. But if you didn't see the Facebook or something like that, I will show them to you. Make sure it's the truck, yeah. Look at that thing. You can't, it's like when you video a 124. It looks just as big as a Raminator on the screen, right? Because you're getting a lot closer to it and all that, but man. And I got something going on with that. They're not going to be cheap, but if you have a Raminator mega truck and you're tired of those little mega tires falling over when you turn, there's a fix for that on the way. I have sent Yizzer one of my mega truck tires, and we're going to get printed inserts for these things. Now, the price on these, he says that each one of these inserts is going to go anywhere from 36 to 38 hours per print, per insert. He had to buy a bigger printer just to do these things. So, yeah, it's going to be about $315 for a set of inserts. But you're talking 144 hours of printing. And that's so long as nothing messes up. So we will actually have printed inserts for the mega tires. And I told him, I said, one of the biggest issues with the mega tires is they fall over when you turn. And they do. Not like the monster truck tires. But these, I told him, these are going to sell. So let me see, Holmes, but yeah. Get my off to do a live shot build, but beware, there'll be a lot of swearing. Yeah, for real. And like, congrats on the 6-month mark. Thank you, Addicted. Yeah, that happened, I think November 1st was it. I think it was. And I've actually went back up to my job a couple times just to see the guys and all that. Nothing's changed. It's still the same thing as it was for the 25 years I was there. But I miss the people, not the job. And by the people, I'm talking about men being men. If you messed up and it looked a little weird, you heard all about it. I mean, when I would mess up, man, I'd get called everything you can think of and then some. They would make up names to call me. And when they messed up, I returned the favor. It's just kind of the way it was there, the way it is. I'm just no longer there. Don't forget IAQ Master. Yes, sir. IAQ Master, he's helped out so much back here. IAQ Master got some new concrete back here to work on. Chris Carter, there was a guy that built a balancer out of his Raminator. He built it in his garage area. So that's what gave me the idea to, hey, let's do this. So, but in my opinion, the Ram Bouncer, as I'm calling it, is quarter scale. Because if you look at the size of a bouncer, it's using Dana 60 axles, 14 bolt axles. So size-wise, to me, it's more quarter scale than it is fifth scale. Now, when you look at a monster truck, the axle housings, the hubs come all the way out to the inside of the trailer, like 120 inches on the wheel, just the flange, the planetaries and all that. So when you have all that difference in size of a monster truck, the Raminator being fifth scale, perfect. But the Raminator as a bouncer, I'm thinking quarter scale. So that's what I'm going to call it, quarter scale Ram Bouncer. Shout out now. I did my part to spread the word. Tim Willett. But, dude, AK 70 kg, brushless over a 0.1 at 7.4 metal case gear, silver horn, $50. Okay. Is that on Amazon Or is that other servo you were talking about? What is one of the RCs that I didn't expect to like but became one of my favorites? Uh, uh, heck, I don't know. It depends on, I don't know. They all have their pluses and minuses. I don't know. I mean, I expected to like the X Max, XRT. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. Um, what am I bullcrapping on Bust Nut 33? What was it you did? What was it I did? I have no idea. I'm a collision repair tech, and man, you're right. We call each other everything. Worst part is we get one guy that can dish out but can't take it. Oh my God, we've had those too. They don't last long, or they go whine and cry so much. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we've had a few of those. They're like thin-skinned people. Yeah, they can dish it, but they can't take it. You're right about that. Let me see. Yo, peeps, I'm late. Like your date last year. All right, flapping. Now I'm wondering what you mean by flapping lips. Chavadu Custom SCX2 Buddy Cage order Vidavon Axel Servo Mountain Shocks. Yeah, get a hold of Travis at Addictive RC. All right, the Gorgon. Yes, the Gorgon. Have you seen RC Sparks Orange Mega Truck? Yes. And dude, I like those tires. And I was actually considering possibly trying a set of those on the Ram Bouncer. I think it would look pretty darn awesome, but you got to have the size right. I don't want to go larger on tires than what the Mega tires are. The Gorgon. I have no idea what you're saying about the Gorgon. Is it moving behind me or something? Is it doing something spooky? What ring and pinion gears do you recommend on the LMT? I keep stripping out the rear. You keep stripping out your ring and pinions? I actually think I have a set of Vidavons in stock, but they're not listed on the website. I've never needed them. I've never stripped them out. You must be landing really hard on the throttle to do that. I've been a snowcat operator for 20 years, and these young guys coming up just don't understand constructive. Man, when I was working for UPS, 30 years ago, dudes, when you were an unloader, we're talking in the hub, not a glamorous looking driver running around. When you were in the hub, dude, you were cussing out the sorter. When he would stop you, you would cuss him out. And when he was faster than you, he would come up and just cuss you out, call you everything in the book. And then when you get that little 10-minute break, you were over there having your little drink with the guy joking. That's just the way it was, It's just the way it was. You raised so much hell in there, just like shaking your fist at them. And when it comes time to break, what's up, buddy? That's just the way it was, It's just the way it was. I have no idea what it's like now, though. It's been a long time since I've been at UPS. Busting is alive and kicking. Tire for sure, but a little too big for me. I think they're a little bit too big for the bouncer. I got to get the likes up. 109, 110. I got 107 with 77 likes. You guys are awesome tonight. The question on the truck, you turned out like it. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Paul, for explaining that. The Gorgon, yeah, that would be an answer. I've actually got a video that edited together my top five crawlers, top 5 bashers, and I get what you're saying now, because I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a spoiler. The number 1 basher of the year, in my opinion, is the Gorgon. I've already got that video. I just got to finish the edit on it and get it put up. Maybe I'll have it finished tonight and upload it to channel members, because that little dude right there, I got a little wheelie bar on it, so I'm gonna do an entire video just on the wheelie bar. Still have SCX 6 parts shipped to Canada. Radioactive, I have been shipping to Canada. It's kind of expensive The last shipment was actually to Clayton, and it was about $45 to ship. But I do have SCX6 parts. If you're willing to take care of the shipping, send me a message, either an email, exocagedrc@yahoo.com, or a message through the website or something like that so we can start talking, because I got to do that away from the website. The website is set to not ship to Canada. So, or to just not ship out of the country, period, because of shipping, everything like that. But I have been shipping to Canada the last few weeks or so. And I do have SCX6 parts. Tearing into adjust. Man, Chris Carter, yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I mean, the tricks worked, but they weren't as solid as what I had hoped. Just really bad design from Axial to try that, really. But anyways, opinion on Reese Raw 1100. Do it for 4 dude. The 1100 is a beast of a servo. I think I've got one somewhere around here. But if you're going to do dual 1100s, make sure you get an external BEC for them things, okay? If you're going to do that, and if you're only running 3 or possibly 4S, you can get the Reese 888. Now, that's a direct power servo. But you got to have your JSTs set up to where they plug into your, right there, your plug that goes to your battery on your ESC side. Power your servos right off of that. Direct power. But if you're going to do dual 1100s, get an external BEC, buddy. The only option to not have to do that would be, say you're running a Castle ESC. If you're running a Castle ESC that's got enough juice to actually power those servos. But the Hobby Wings, it's going to be iffy. It's two very power hungry servos, and if you really put some power down with them, if you really stress them, you're going to have a bit of issue with that. So just letting you guys know. On my list, Gorgons. What's up, my brother? What's up? Chris Carter, the same thing. Brian Rift. Roger, Addicted Joe Girding. What's up? Everything. You made that Gorgon look more impressive than Kevin Talbot did in his video. Kevin, I still haven't seen his video, but I do want to see it. But man, everything in that truck is like 10 times better than the Stampede ever was. Got my set of gold Vidavon spoked wheels on the way for my promo. Dude, you got them coming? Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting a set too. Did you? I've also got the Vidavon street tires. I'm gonna put those on there. Now, on those spoked wheels, the spoked rims like that. Now, I'm not sure if he said anything, but they're really meant for scale driving. So for me, it's gonna be on road. Because if I'm going off-road, I'm going to be hitting the jumps and stuff out there. I want to actually do that. And which actually my bike is back together. I did like full Vidavon everything on it. So it's actually looking pretty darn nice. But I got to find the radio. I'm not sure what I did with a transmitter receiver for it. And it's kind of really meant for that thing. And I put the GT5 on it and it worked, but not quite. External BEC, the cheapest way to go would be like a Castle 10 amp. But they have a few nicer ones. But just the little blue Castle 10 amp is fine. But when you go with the Castle, you got to have the Castle link so you can adjust them. And you got to have a PC for that. So you may have to look at some other ones as well. Some that don't require, a Castle link and a laptop to adjust it. Flapping Lips, you are correct. If you want to see the hardest durability tests out there, Kevin's the place to be, man. Would you use a carbon chassis on the Arlarla AMD 12 Desert Buggy? Bad idea. Sure, why not? I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't. I don't know that it's really going to help very much. I mean, you would have to be really good at feeling out the vehicle to even tell a difference on that, buddy. 10 trucks, 20 obstacles. Those rigs are still a bit stock, huh? There might be a couple of them that were close to stock, yeah. Quarter scale Gravedigger from RC Wizard. Yeah, you're talking about the old one that had like 40 different parts on the videos. Yeah, I watched all that. Yeah, that was really cool to see. That was a long time ago, buddy. Eco Power Servo. I'm sure they're better than stock. I mean, they got to be better, right? What's gonna need to assemble my Gorgon still? Can't wait to with your Grom. What Arthur comes up with for it. Yeah. Now we've only got 15 days, or until well, that's about 12 days. So the videos come out tomorrow on this with the raffle. If this raffle turns out good, okay, and he has a bunch more parts for it, different pieces, I'm gonna get everything that he has again, and I'll do another one. Except it'll have the hubs on it and everything else. Because chances are good he's gonna be doing the turnbuckles right here, possibly shocks or what. I mean, I have no idea what these things need, but whatever. If he comes out with a bunch more parts, then I'll build another one and do the same raffle again. But I want to move up into larger vehicles. I just got to work my way up to it. Do I need a special servo for my nitro? No. Probably one that's like oil proof, fuel proof, just in case. My favorite tire for Cherokee Rock Village. Man, scale legal. I'd probably say the J Concepts Megalithics. Then would be the J Concepts Tusk. And if you're not worried about scale, those Power Hobby Pin tires, the grabbers, are amazing out there. Castling us up. Yes, peak performance. Then get yourself a 10 amp BEC. You should be fine. Because, I mean, unless you just really get into some place and really stall the heck out of them, you should be fine. Yeah. Now, they got much bigger ESCs, but heck, I don't think you need all that. BECs. Working 4 to 1. Good work buying the Promoto X. I'm not sure. I don't see the cat hairs on your shirt. Did you do something to Kitty? Is the video that clear? Castiel has decided to go away somewhere. I don't know where he went. I'm curious what you think. Should my friend really like this so much? He wanted to do the same thing. I think I saw those pictures. I might have been halfway asleep though. All right, raw 500. Blow everything up. Okay, I will look at them. Plastic bodied on the Eco Powers. Plastic body on the Eco Powers. Eco Power. Better spending a little bit more full metal servo. GPM aluminum hubs and steering links for Grom. Okay. Yeah, we got the Vidavon ones on here, buddy. You'll want a fairly strong servo in nitro throttle as it does brakes usually. Yes, it does. Speaking of nitro, I want to see it front flip next time you bring it out. Yeah, I've been meaning to actually try to crank it. I've actually got some nitro in here on the table. Been trying to sip it, but it doesn't taste very well at all. Tastes like it needs more nitro in it. Bouncer gonna be sweet, dude. Painting day, dude. I can't wait to get this thing. Supposedly the cage is like almost 3 foot long. So he has to send these out to get powder coated. They won't fit in his normal powder coating oven. The Danchi Ridge Runner, man, I missed out on that. They said their next order is gonna be like February. I missed out. Sorry, guys. If you're enjoying retirement or Christmas level, thank you, John. Appreciate that. Just a touch more nitro, yeah. 2 1100 currently have dual Cevex Monster 29 4-wheel steer build. Fusion Pro, yeah, the Fusion Pro 2-in-1 is awesome, but man, it's like when I did the VRD and I put the home system in it. Now the home system doesn't have enough amps or power to really handle a servo, so you got to use a 10 amp. But what you gain is the ability to get 8.4, 8.5 volts, as where the Fusion is limited to 7.4. So more power, more amps, and I run the brass 500 on there, and I'm telling you what, it woke that servo up. Really woke that servo up, man. I was like, dude, no way. I was missing out. 1 volt makes a difference on that servo. It really does. Thank you, TJ. Appreciate it. Yeah, I can't wait to get them things back. So on the 30th and 31st, I hope I have it running. Now, as far as power goes, it's getting the SCX6 transmission in it by Vidavon, the same one I tested in the Raminator with opposing axles. If it took that, it should be fine in here. At least I really hope it is, because that's what the chassis is built for. So we get that in there, right? The goal, or what I'm going to attempt to run in it, and I think it'll pull it. I'm not sure how well it'll pull it, but with the transmission, I can gear it down to like a 15-tooth pinion gear, mod 1.5. I'm going to try a Max 5 G2 with the 1250 kV motor. Now, 8S should be okay. Now, if you recall, in that truck right there, I put 12S on that system and it took it. So, I mean, we'll have to see, but the goal is to run the 1250 in there. It's a short can motor. So I may have to go to a larger motor on it, but we'll have to see. I really want to see if that can pull it. Will it drive? Yes. But will it drive with authority? I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But the way it's set up, the battery's going to be right in the middle of it. So, and I'm using one of the Johnny Crash carbon plates in the middle of it. That's what he's got set up in this thing. So it should be pretty darn awesome. At least I'm sure hoping so. LP brass. Yeah, I've got the LP brass, but I ended up putting that on my Pro. For the VRD, I kind of think the 500 brass has got a little bit more juice than the 800. But to say that, I haven't put a BEC on the Pro. The Pro has a Fusion Pro in it, right? I haven't put an external BEC on that, in which I might do that. I might actually do that, because I've got in one of the bins there, I have another Castle 10 amp. I might do that. That way I can see what the 800's really got. Because I've only run it at 7.4, not 8.6 or 8.4, whatever it is. I might have to do that. Well, we'll have to see. Shouldn't be too hard to do. I've done a lot harder than that. All right. Do I know Luis CR Champs tires in the U.S.? Good turnout spin in Germany. I've never messed with a Luis tire that I know of. If I move to Florida, will you rent me a room and let me be your cameraman? I'll also run a rake and keep the track up. Dude, it would almost be worth it to have somebody else maintain that property, dude. I work that property literally every day. Every other day at least. So, like right now, when I get out there tomorrow, I've got to take the blower, blow all the rocks off. I got to work on getting everything cleared back up. Supposed to have a comp on Sunday. We'll have to see if the weather allows us. Man, we've had like 4 straight bad weekends. 4 in a row bad weekends. That sucks. The Losi laser nut. The aftermarket is still good with that. There's still plenty of Vidavon available for that at $3.99. That's not a bad buy, because they, to my knowledge, they did upsize the bearings and axles on it. So it's probably pretty good at $3.99. Preparation H. Yeah. Getting old, dude. Overall, money isn't really an issue per se. I felt 1100 was the best option I've seen. The 900 is a little bit faster than the 1100, but the 1100 is the torque monster, in my opinion. Let me live in the bush. I'll film for free and help edit. Editing is where the work's at. The driving, all that stuff, that is so much fun. I enjoy it, man. When I'm out there laughing and all that, that's what happens. That's that's there. That's not edited in. It's on the spot. Snakes, gators. I have not had any gators at all come up here. But I have seen some snakes back there and spiders, but I haven't had any gators come up. Joe gives good lap dances. All right, nice name. But I don't dance. Can I weld? Yes. I have stick welded, MIG welded mainly. I've done some TIG welding as well. I've done a little bit of brazing on that as well. Any opinion on what battery to run on NRC Bully 2? On my deluxe fab, I run like a 650 milliamp battery, 3S on that. But that's about right. What is the event you're going to be having at Cherokee Rock Village, RC Tim? It's basically like a meet and greet event. Just show up. We're going to go do some driving, some crawling and stuff like that. So should be a good day. If this event draws, I mean, this is just a spur of the moment event. But if it draws, I'm going to attempt for the next time to actually get sponsors on board and have giveaways. So, but if this event draws good people, enough people to make it worth, hey, let's do this again, then maybe we can have some giveaways and stuff. Maybe use that pavilion, which I think would be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah. Question was for Joe gives lap dances. Just deer, possums, foxes, armadillos, snakes. Saw a panther. Yeah, Bustnut lives about 5 minutes away from me. He's got a Outcast 8S and all that, but he never comes out to the Exoplex, and he's literally 5 minutes away. If you guys were 5 minutes away, wouldn't you be here? I mean, I'm here every day, but still, wouldn't you ride out if you were 5 minutes away? IEQ Master is about 5 minutes away, and he's here about 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Have I done a Grom video? I don't see it on your channel. The Grom videos right now are for the channel members. But this is going to be a raffle truck. And all the mods that I do to this are going to stay on it, and it will go to the winner. The pinned post has the raffle link where you can pick up tickets. The tickets are cheap. So get yourself a ticket. Chris Carter, the event is on the 23rd. To make it, I am. Paul is here about every 3 days. That's about the Ridge Runner. Do you have a plan on that? If I can get one, I kind of missed out on the first order. So I'm going to be on the second order, and they're saying like February. So it's going to be a little while for me, buddy. Everything follows me on 15 to 20 minutes for sure. I would put a tent up. You get tired of seeing you. Like video editing and stuff, dude. Yeah, Bustnut. Go edit a video. And like keep it clean this time. If I live that close, it'd be a mistake to leave. Shoot. If you guys showed up that much, I'd be giving y'all shovels and weed eaters and tools to help clean it up. That's a lot of work back there, man. I'm telling you. 12 hours away. I'd be there all the time if I could. I probably couldn't get rid of me. Ecto is the way to go. Ecto is awesome. Yes, it is. My boss is me. Hey, mine too. Then we're moving down south. Just don't know how far south from New Jersey. Well, you got to come all the way into like South Georgia. There are guys that come out of South Georgia all the time out here. Moving down. I really should become a channel member. There's special videos, and you're helping Joe continue living his dream. Chris Carter, you are correct. It does help me keep this going like this. It really does. Pretty much as long as I'm home, if you want to come out, come on out, you know. message me and say, hey, come on out and see what we can do. With the bag, I'm going to start building these shocks. All right, Clayton, get it done, buddy. Considering the SOA and steering behind axle, front loaded motor on the SE. Ecto does not. No idea on that one, buddy. I'm all about putting the work. If I were close, I'd be down to help whatever, whenever. I know we're going to have a concrete party soon, possibly January. I got a lot of maintenance out there to take care of. Some of the obstacles need to be touched up. I got all the new rocks should be laid in place, so all we got to do is secure them. I want to do a new brick obstacle. You know how we have the ramp coming up, and I want something on the other side of that. So I'm thinking about, or I'm going to do it. I'm going to go pick up. Actually, I got to do it tomorrow. Got to hook up my trailer. I got to go. I got to wake up early tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to take my trailer, go into town, and pick up about 6 or 8 bags of concrete. And I got to pour a little footer thing like the ramp is, but on the back side of it. This way, when you come up to the ramp, if you happen to make the top of the thing, you can actually drive down bricks. And I wanted all bricks to be a completely different surface from everything else. Side of the country in British Columbia, Canada. Wow. Reaminator shock. So, yes, you want to go about a 3.75 to 3.8 millimeter hole on your drill bit and use the stock oil, the 10 CST oil or 100 CST oil is what it is. But yes, they are drilled out. Now, when you're messing with the truck and they're drilled out, it's going to feel like there's nothing in there. Okay, it's going to feel like, man, I just wasted my shocks. But no, when you jump, that's when all that volume has to go. The piston comes up. And all that volume has to go through those holes, and that's when it'll absorb and cushion the landing. Because as it is, when you're messing around with it going slow, man, it's working so good. But when you jump and land, and that piston has to move fast, that's when they almost lock up. And I have literally busted pistons on that because I jump like a crazy guy sometimes. But when I would land, so much pressure was on top of the piston, it was literally busting the pistons out of the shocks. So, putting in the work. I'm on the other side. You're a lucky man. A nice shot in the backyard. RC fan fun, buddy. I tell you what, it took a long time to build that back there. It's not just something that popped up overnight. I'm telling you that. Are you doing good so far, Bustnut? Dude, I'm doing great. Who's that guy that lives off Mallard? He's got skull decoration for crawling. Yeah, that is Richard. Yeah. If you go over there, make sure you like wave because he's got cameras everywhere. So yeah, that would be Richard. My favorite all-time crawler and why? Possibly Superlight SV1, which happens to be this guy right here. Just don't have the, well, I do have the body up here. This guy right here. I've updated it a few times, but when I built this truck, everybody was going after 10-pound trucks. This truck, when it was done, with the plastic wheels, was 3 pounds 10 ounces. And right here's the body for it. You can tell it was a long time because the creep body isn't really cut up. But yeah, this probably this one right here, because this vehicle right here changed my entire build strategy. And it's just a simple raw builder's kit, 10.2. With a $16 carbon chassis off of Amazon, a 3-gear transmission out of a SMT. Got a raw 400 up front. I believe it had like a 20 kg servo up front when I first built it, but it's just as little as possible, and it works like a dream, and it still holds its own today. It really does. Do you run a front swivel on my Rift? I've tried that before, and it was really too stiff for most things, so I took it off. Clayton. 155 acres. Dude, you can make a real bouncer track. Can you film the brick wall? Of course. You want me to film me building the back of that thing? It's going to be boring. Going to see some fat guy out there slinging concrete. Nobody wants to see that. Not normal people. Yeah, Mark moving to Keystone Heights, Melrose Air. Dude, if you're moving to Keystone Heights, you're only going to be maybe 30 minutes away. Keystone is not far at all, buddy. Yeah, you'll be about half an hour away. Gators RC and Games. That be solders to the red and black wires off the ESC, then plugs into receiver and sends input everything it plugged into correct. That is correct. Now, when you go to do this peak performance, pull the red wire out of the plug from the ESC that goes to the receiver. Just go ahead and do that. If not, the higher voltage, probably from the BEC, will be trying to bump the ESC voltage up. So just pull the red voltage out. Now, if you want to, like say your receiver, like say in a TRX4, you got 6-volt servos for your shift and diff and all that stuff, right? But you got a nice high voltage servo down here. What you can do is you can do a bypass to where the BEC is actually powering just the servo. So, but you got to do it like you got to do the black wire has to be continuous all the way through, but the red wire is the one that bypasses the receiver. You can do that. That way you can put your 8 volts, 9 volts, whatever to your steering servo, but the rest of the truck only gets 6 volts because those servos don't like high voltage. The stock ones don't. In a TRX, as an example. Bouncing noise. Well, bouncing noise, man, one of the best things in RC crawling, and I'm not really big into them, is a 1/24. Why? Because you can build an entire course on your counter. You can drive right inside, and then when the wife comes home, clean it all up. That way she doesn't see you playing with your toy truck in there. Exo OnlyFans page. Fat man cracks a brick. Expanded past your property limits. Must not. I have not, but I know I'm on the borders. At least on the sides. I've got more back in the woods, but I can't go there anymore. That's enough. Swifty's here. Yes, ma'am. So you go shooting on a small Australian farm, 70,000 acres. Big ones are 1.5 million. Man, that's a lot of land, buddy. Joe with a Rift, you removed the front sway bar. Was it better for bouncing or crawling? It was better for everything. To me, the front sway bar just really locked up the front end. All it could do is up and down travel. And I kind of want that front end to move a little bit, you know? So, yeah, no front sway bar for me on the Rift. In fact, when I got the, I've got the Addictive RC chassis and all that, no front sway bar, rear sway bar, mandatory. At least in my opinion. I really don't like the torque twist. So rear sway bar for everything like that. The Ram Bouncer has got sway bars front and back, and I'm setting that up where it is set up to bolt on the Vidavon sway bars, of course, right? So I've got the 5mm ones on it, but you can put the 6mm on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the front and the rear on that. I don't know yet, but we're going to find out. I mean, heck, I don't know if it's got enough juice to, you know, really need a sway bar at all. I don't know. But like I say, we're going to find out when we get it. Hey, I'm going to jump it. Now, the 1250 kV should be good for about 40,000 RPM, as we're like the 560 is only got 25,000 at 12S. So the 1250's got a lot more RPM, so I'm thinking if I gear it down, it should be able to power that vehicle. But we're still looking at, I don't know, it might still be around 70 pounds when it's all said and done. I'm not sure. I'd like to have it at least a lightweight around 50 if I could, but just the axles, the links, the links, the drive shafts, shocks, and stuff like that, the tires. When I shipped it to Addictive RC, it was 65 pounds in the box that I shipped to him. So we were looking at shipping back, and they go to powder coat on the 23rd. So while I'm at Cherokee Rock Village, these chassis are getting powder coated up, right? So when they get done, uh, I got Christmas and all that stuff on the 26th. At that point, I'm going to, I believe it's Sevierville is where he's at. So Sevierville, Tennessee, that's where I'm going. I'm going to pick that up. So pick up 3 chassis. So when I go to Cherokee Rock Village for this meet and greet, I've got to pack light. I'm only packing the VRD, the Pro, and the SCX 6x6x6x6x6 something like that. So just 3 trucks is all I'm taking with me, because when I come back, my little Hyundai is going to be squatting. Yep. I'm going to have a squatted Hyundai on the way back. All right, let me see what we got here. Saying about fat middle-aged men who play with RC cars. Is that offends at least half of us? Hey, Paul, I'm one of you. I'm one of you, buddy. Today's my birthday. I got a Mamba X 1512 Typhoon. Ooh, nice. I like the Mamba X. For your TLR Typhoon. Hopefully it's a Mamba Monster X. Happy birthday, Nico. Nico has got a birthday. Did you ever take video of yourself rock crawling with your 4-wheelers? Like that Polaris? No, I don't think I've got any video at all of me on one of the ATVs. At all. Wesley Brooks. How many RC cars and trucks do I have, and what is my most expensive one? I think I'm somewhere around, I might be up to 120 at this point. And my most expensive one is the Raminator. And I'm pretty sure it's at 10K. And I'm still not really done with it. I got more to do. So the Raminator is probably my most expensive, followed by possibly my DBXLE or my 12S X-Max. Both are around 4,500 or so. The Losi TLR 5B is pretty expensive. I got some stupid money stuff. When you come out to Tennessee, you'll only be a few hours from me. RC Daily, yeah. He's 3 hours from Ackworth, so I said, you know what? I'll come pick him up. Versus having to ship 4 big, heavy boxes. It'll be like he estimated that he could ship it all for $400. When I shipped him the box of stuff, I'll put $3,500 of insurance on it because there's a lot of money in there. I taped the box up like a crazy guy and everything, right? Cost me $205 to ship that stuff to him. So yeah, I think it'll be a little bit more expensive than $400 to ship all that back. 3 chassis and that, so you're talking 4 massive boxes coming back. They got an SCX-24 clone now, and it probably is a direct copy. Yeah. The Yukon. The next buggy I want to try is that Sparko. Power Hobby has it. I want to get that Sparko buggy. I want the electric version though. Nico Hoshino. Happy birthday. I see everybody saying happy birthday. Where do I keep them all? Pete B. Well, in my home, there is only 2 rooms that do not have RCs in them. Okay? That is the guest bedroom and the guest bathroom. Other than that, there are RCs in every single room of my home, including the master bathroom. There's a plane in there. That counts, right? In my bedroom, there is a brand new unopened SCX-10 Bronco. Still not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll raffle that off as a souvenir since it's still brand new in the box. Chris Carter, man, I got like 4 GT5s. Their ergonomics for one-handed driving are excellent. Excellent. Ramator is definitely impressive. Thank you, Charles Pope. Yeah, buddy, you got to check that thing out today, buddy. Yeah, Charles got to take a peek at my collection as well. For Traxxas drone combination might revisit future. Traxxas drone? Postal insurance, Kramer sign with scam. Well, all I know is, dude, I wanted to make sure that I was covered because you're talking 65 pounds, a bunch of parts and pieces. The axles, the front steering axles, because I got like, I ended to order 4 of these front axle housings, one for my buggy and one for my buddy's buggy. But the axle housings, the front complete axle with servos, which aren't known to be very good, even though I'm going to run them just to see how long they last. But I'm going to take my time and try to set up all the endpoints and everything right. Not $895 for this axle housing complete. And that doesn't include the steering linkage. Yeah. Hold on. It does include the steering linkage. My mistake. The thing with the 124 scale, Joe is the only one who sleeps with RCs. Yes, there was. Yeah. Dude, I find body clips under my pillow. Marcus, you still want that early Bronco, man. Going way down. Yeah, somebody said they were like $59. Is that how cheap they are now? I'm going to try to look and see what I can see them for. Fly Sky. I know they were over $100 at one point. Fly Sky GT5. $69 right there, $64.99. Here's one for $59.99. $64.99. Oh man, an old GT3B. $40. Wonder if I can get the GT3C still. GT3C. Those are the ones that we hack and we turn them into 8 channels. Yes, you can still get the FlySky GT3C radio. But heck, at $57, you may as well get a GT5. I haven't had to hack a GT3C in a long time. But what you do is you hack them and you put 8 channels on them. You get channel mapping. You get all kinds of things, man. All kinds of momentary, 3-position. Really a phenomenal radio when they're hacked. All right, I'll catch you later. The Bronco is still available. Are they brand new in the box? How much are they, Paul? The X5C worth $100 on Amazon sale right now. I don't know how much are they normally. Go check with like Horizon, see how much they are, because if they aren't on sale there, you can see the actual price of them. The new Radio Master TX. Hold on, let's see if I can get something out of here. I think I know what you're talking about there, Chris Carter. I think you're talking about this. I'm waiting to see a video that makes me want to actually try this thing. Let me see here. Oh, gotta open up the other side. $550. 500. So okay, so they're $550. They were $549 when they first came out. Okay, so this is the Radio Master I believe you're talking about, right? Right here. Now the FlySky Noble is really good. They just picked up I think, is it Mayfield that went to FlySky? That's a pretty big deal right there.
Welcome to HTX.
Let me see if I can get that to show right there. Honestly, to me, it reminds me of a Nokia phone. I've tried to mess around with it a little bit, and it just, I don't know. I don't know. They say it's open source and you can do all kinds of stuff, right? So, I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it. It feels smooth, but I don't know. And also, like I said, it's hard to see. You can't see anything on here, but let's see if I can find this real quick. All right, how do I get into here? Page. For some reason, it's got. There's a model. Come on, where's my page at? Firmware, radio, models, screenshots, scripts. It almost seems like it's got airplane firmware in it. To me, it's just cumbersome, and it's like, I don't know, not my cup of tea. And they sent me this radio. This radio was sent to me, and they wanted me to make a video, and I'm like, guys, look, no, I, 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 I can't get into this radio, so I'm sorry. I know there are guys out there that are going to be able to get into it. I know that they're going to be able to get into this, and when they get into it with different firmwares or whatever, since it's supposedly open source, then maybe I'll give it a shot at that point. But otherwise, it's just simply going to stay right here, and I'll wait for when that day comes. Because as it is right now, I'm not going to make a video that says, hey, go out and get this radio when I don't like it. Until we figure something out to where I like it. You may like it, but if I don't genuinely like the product, you're not going to see it on the channel. Just not. I'm not going to. Anyway. I got the Hot RC CT. My GT5, still want that radio master transmitter you have. I'm not sure why you want it, RC Daily. There's a bunch of those Broncos at Hobby Shop in Manitoba. Okay, so they're still out there. Good deal. Talk with Matt from Scaleberry. Got a radio master. Okay, then we need to find out what he's done. I need to find it, chat with him or something, because I don't see it with that radio. I don't see it. I like the nicest version, has a rechargeable option, just plug into USB. The nicest version, is this the base model or something? It is an old Nokia circuit board. Well, if it really is an old Nokia circuit board, that makes a lot of sense. Talking about like right into there with the, well, I can't see it, but you got all kinds of USB ports, USB-C port. You got a micro SD card and what looks like a servo port out of there. Bouncing noise for the money. It doesn't get better than FlySky. How often am I at Cherokee Village? Well, I try to get there as much as possible. I'll be there on the 23rd, though, of December, Let's RC. Hopefully you saw the event I posted. Is FlySky GT5 better than Radiolink RC's 6GS? Personally, I like the GT5 better because it's so much easier for me to drive one-handed. Now, without the one-handed thing on there, the 6GS is probably just as good, if not better. I believe there's more features on the 6GS than what the GT5 is. But with the 6GS, with all the stuff out here with the steering wheel, it's hard for me to drive one-handed. And for me, it's a big deal to drive one-handed. I kind of got to have my one-handed operation. And before, I need to get one of those. So new Radiolink you have is probably the nicest TX for the money. Dude, the 8X transmitter is absolutely awesome. It really is. I believe they still got, are the sales still going on it? They were like on sale for $255. Receivers are $20 or so, $20 give or take a little bit each. 200 models. So GT5 is a premium radio. And see, RC Daily, I completely agree. Driving normal two-handed, RC4X, RC6X, or 6S, yes, absolutely. Bottom of handle at battery. Okay, I'm done with that radio. They haven't been turned on in over a year. I use my GT5. I use GT5s every day, buddy. Unless I'm doing crawler only videos. Crawler only videos, you guys have been seeing the RC8X because of all the features it has. But I'm hoping next year when I hopefully get to take my trip to China, I'm working on something behind the scenes, and I really hope I can make it happen. If I can make this happen, it's going to be pretty darn awesome for the RC world, both crawlers, racers, everything. I'm trying, but I can't say anymore. 40 minutes. Well, let's RC. Well, buddy, come out to Cherokee Rock Village on the 23rd. I'll be there. Me there. I'm not sure who else is going to be there, but man, it's awesome, man. At least it don't have to have a port to hook up to an Apple product. Well, Apple is now USB-C because of Europe requiring it. Yes, you can attach a camera to the 8X. Yes, sir. And I believe on the 6X or 6S and 4S and all that as well. Yeah, let me know how that goes, Marcus. RC Daily, really, RC absolutely awesome though. Better on GT5, but two totally different price points. Yes, they are. RC, you are 100% right. I love the 8X. Where's mine at? Mine is up here. Now I've got the one-handed thumb drive deal from DSM Off-Road, and that allows me to run all my crawlers on this. I've got like four-wheel steer controls. It's got really nice four-wheel steer. Like you can set this button up here to go front steer only or four-wheel steer. Back here, there's a button which I never thought I would use this button. But I'm telling you, when you're driving and you're doing the four-wheel steer, you're recording with one hand, and all of a sudden you got to get back into normal mode or whatever mode you want. You can take that right there and jam it into your gut. It's like, boom, and it talks to you. So that works. Hold on, I can turn it back on. I think I'm on a.
Welcome to Radio Link.
Yeah, check this out. Oh.
Four-wheel steering opposite direction.
Yep, that's normal four-wheel steer mode.
Four-wheel steering forward.
Front steer only.
Four-wheel steering identical direction.
Crab steer. And you can set this button up right here to do things as well. So the four-wheel steer control on this is actually pretty nice with the mixing. So really nice, actually. So, and that's on my SCX 6x6x6, which I was driving today for video. So I got to edit that one together. But yeah, driving like this with the crawlers works out really good. It's still not as comfortable as this. So, but this right here allows me to work it, and all these buttons up here, you can get momentary right up into there and all that stuff. So really nice, man. I do wish it had a bigger battery in it though. It says 287 right now. Okay. Really also comes with a gyro built in, hole on top to attach camera. Not sure what other value GT5 has over it. For me, Anna, the GT5, when it comes to us racing back here, the GT5 has the best gyro available today. And I'm going to show you why. There you go. We're going to go into the gyro, or SVC. All right. There you go. Calibration, reversing. There's your gain for your steering, your gain for your throttle. Always turn that to 0. But see this right here? This is your priority. I'm trying to see if I can make it say priority. But that is, yeah, it's a little flasher, but rather priority. That is what makes the difference of all the gyros out there. What that does is, like, you have a gyro on your vehicle. You're driving along, you know, you go to turn that thing. As the vehicle rotates, that gyro is still trying to turn it back straight because it's doing its job. Well, this right here at 82% gives me 82% over the gyro control. So the more I turn, the more it's overpowering or overriding the gyro features. And that's real important. You can turn it up to 100, and you pretty much only have gyro within this range right here. Other than that, you got full control over it. So that's a real important feature, in my opinion, for the gyro operation. And in my opinion, that is the best in the industry on the gyro. I got Crawlmaster Mini V3s. I think I'm running 2 of them, and they run pretty darn good if they're the same thing. I believe they got a different firmware, but I'm not sure. Enduro silicone rubber inserts. I've had those in the past, yes. They're okay. But yeah, I'm wanting to get over there. I want to expand possibly beyond RC. So kind of work on a whole lot of things, if that makes any sense. It's a pretty big place. Oh, I'll be parked right up by the pavilion. Right up by the pavilion, more than likely. This way I got access to everything and all that. So, yep, by the pavilion, Let's RC. Yep, I did it on both of mine, Marcus. The straight axle and the portal axle. It goes right on. Now, his new chassis for that is looking really good. And I'm on the order for the Ascent chassis as well. Hopefully I'll get that one. My Airtronics Ilmate, a little behind in time. So Chamber has the same voice as my Zolo Robo Blow. I believe that, bust nut. $200 price tag, ground reader, decades behind, sadly. Add a $10 color screen to a TX and add to. I don't know about that. I really don't talk to me. You think it's shy? Probably. The inserts, he just came out a couple weeks ago. Oh, they got new ones they just came out with? I haven't. The ones I was talking about, like the solid red centers, the 2 stages, those are what I had years ago. What time we're getting everything I have? I'll be there about 10 o'clock. So at least that's, I think, the time I've got it scheduled for 10 o'clock till whenever. So, yeah, I'm just bringing the SCX10 Pro, the VRD, and the SCX, or the SCX 6x6x6. Those are the only 3 that I'm bringing. Apparently, I want to bring 4, but I'm not sure what. But I know I've got a lot to bring home, though, so I can't pack too much. There's a new chassis. Doing a new chassis for the base camp. Yeah, Marcus. He hasn't shown you? He hasn't posted pictures? I thought he posted pictures on his Instagram. Yeah, he's posted pictures on his Instagram, I believe. At least I hope so. If not, I never said anything. The visa process is not. No, I have not. Go or pay a major for someone to do it for you. Now, my wife, she got a visa at the U.S. Postal Service. Went in, got it done, and that was simple and easy. Can I suggest an ESC for the Arma 3S line? You're talking brushed or brushless. If it's brushless, well, unless you want to go spending a fortune, I mean, you got Castle, got Hobbywing, put a whole new combo in there. I have not seen a custom VRD carbon 4.19 Ford Ice. I have not seen that. Where do I get my thumb steer for the FlySky? I print it from a file on Thingiverse. I believe the file is still there. So I just print my own. What do I think about her? What is their response to the V2 ESC issues? I haven't seen their response or anything about that. Eastern time or Central time? Whatever time it is there. So I guess Central. There's no actual event. It's just a meet and greet, go drive, have a good time kind of a thing. UGRC. I've got to put a capper front axle on the front of it. You're talking about the Dirty South? Yeah, I got there's no front axle housing in it right now. About the base camp. I've seen the Ascent chassis, but not really. Huh. No, not passport, the visa. Why would I? I just want to go visit for a week. I'm not planning to stay there. It's new on the Vanquish site, released tonight. I gotta find it. I haven't seen it. Firmware update for ESC. Okay, what does the firmware update? I actually don't have that system anymore. Sean bought the system from me when he got the TRX4 Raptor. He wanted it in there, so I said, all right. So I sold it to him in the Raptor. I had to install it, but they're basically just having 20% off for people to buy it. Okay, I'm unaware of any of that. Well, cool. Cardboard crawlers, you can't. Well, I'll have to see what goes on then, because I'm going to try come January. What a country you can just drop into. Well, the wife went to a couple other countries. Until I watch all the videos. Yeah. Well, I'll have to do what I got to do because I want to go over there and I want to see these different factories and stuff. We shall have to see. I'm sure I'll find out all that stuff. We are down to 1 minute and we're going to wrap this thing up, guys. So hopefully you guys all had a great time. Got to talk a little bit about the Granite, Grom, everything, really. So hopefully you all had a good time here. Everything looks good. And I'm going to get back to editing. And it's time for me to go. The big rocks have a problem where it basically hits the brakes when you let off the throttle above about. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about with the V2. Yeah, there's a feature in the programmer that you just turn that off. It's simple and easy. I did that on mine. No layovers in North Korea. No, no, no. I don't want to go there. Female chesticles. Yeah, I've messed with those too. All right, guys. Catch you guys later, and I want you all to have a wonderful time. And when you go out to dinner, order something different, like that menu item that you just unless it's eggplant. Don't order eggplant. Just stay away from that stuff. But anyway, guys, I want you all to have a great day. Awesome live. Village, you live close to there. Robbie Bateman, on the 23rd of December, I'm going to be at Cherokee Rock Village. All right. So hopefully you'll be there and get to meet everybody. All right, guys. Catch you later.